Dear students, in our last class we discussed error analysis. So already I told you what do you mean by error analysis, why the students commit mistakes in their write-ups, in their communication. So already I mentioned two reasons in my first class. The first one is influence of mother tongue. The second one is every language has got its own peculiarities. So, whenever you are very familiar with these two, definitely you can avoid committing mistakes in your spoken as well as write ups. Okay, based on that, slide number 2. Now we are going to discuss error analysis 2. In this, you are going to learn few more things. Okay, so then have a glance over the slide number 2. So here introduction is given. In the previous lesson you learned to identify the errors and correct them. In the present lesson you learn to identify the parts of the sentence in which error is there. The focus of this lesson is on some typical errors that you commit in using adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, and conjunctions. So, generally, what happens here is whenever you speak something, whenever you happen to write something, and you commit some mistakes using adjectives, adverbs, and prepositions and conjunctions. So, for that, what you have to do is you have to use correct what words of adjectives, words of adverbs, and verbs of prepositions and conjunctions in their respective places. Okay, based on that we have got some examples. Then have a glance over the slide number 3. So here are few examples are given, totally 5 in number. So let us discuss the first one. This is the most perfect solution to your problem. This is wrong, because this is the most perfect. These two are superlative degrees. So you are permitted to use only one superlative degree. For that reason, you have to write it as this is the perfect solution to your problem. Okay, this is the perfect solution to your problem. Here the perfect itself gives the superlative degree. Next one. Second, the growth of Krishna Industries more than Vijaya Industries. So this is wrong. So most of the students, if you would read this sentence, and it looks to be correct, because the growth of Krishna Industries more than Vijaya Industries. So this is wrong, because whenever you compare two things, if you specified a particular thing or particular person, you have to use the phrase that of. Okay, for that this should be written like this: the growth of Krishna Industries more than that of Vijaya Industries. So it means here you have to use that of. This is a phrase. It should be used. Okay. Next, then have a glance over the example 3. The more money you pay, the best item you get. The more money you pay, the best item you get. So, whenever you specify result orientation, and you should use two comparative forms. Okay, example is given here. The more money you pay, the best item you get. The more money you pay is comparative degree, the best item you get is superlative degree. In one sentence you are not permitted to use both degrees. So for that you should use comparative degrees here. The more money you pay, the better item you get. Okay, the more money you pay, the better item you get. Next, then have a glance over the example number 4. Here it is given, Venu is senior than me by 2 years. So this is wrong. Venu is senior than me by 2 years. Remember, students, senior, junior, superior, inferior, exterior, and ulterior, these are the words, they always take 2 after it. So for that reason, Venu is senior to me by 2 years. Okay. Next, then have a glance over the example number 5th. Lakshman is the eldest man in our village. This is wrong. Lakshman is the eldest man in our village. Oral reading, the sentence seems to be correct, but it is wrong. Lakshman is the eldest man in our village. So, eldest refers to family member only. Oldest refers to what? Society. Okay. So, for that, Lakshman is the oldest man in our village. Right? Okay, up to here we finished off slide number 3 perfectly. Okay, still if you have got any doubt you can clarify in my next class. Then have a glance over the slide number 4th. So here also few examples are given. Okay, so the first one is Pawan prefers coffee than tea. So it is given. So prefer is a verb, it always take. Okay, Pavani prefers coffee than tea. Pavani prefers coffee to tea. Prefer always takes two preposition after it. Okay, for that reason we should use Pavani prefers coffee to tea. Next one, the second example given in this. He looks happily today. He looks happily today. Here, wrong usage of adjective. Where adjective had to be written, there adverb had been written. So for that, he looks happy today. Then have a glance over the slide number 5th. So here, first one is he works hardly. That's wrong. He works hardly. So here what you have to use is you use what? Correct adjective. He works hard. Next, then if you have a glance over the example number 2, he came lately to the meeting. So this is also wrong. Lately means recent time. Late means committed some delay in his coming. So for that reason, you should write it as he came late to the meeting. Next one, third example, Bharati is not speaking to nobody in the class. Bharati is not speaking to nobody in the class. So in this sentence, two negatives are used. Okay, to get the sense, one negative is accepted. Okay, for that reason, Bharati is not speaking to anybody in the class. Okay, so what have you understood here is two negative should not be used in one sense. Okay, one negative is enough. For that reason only we have to use anybody. Bharati is not speaking to anybody in the class. Next one, example number fourth, they celebrated the function grandly. So wrong usage of adjective here. Grandly is an adverb. In place of that you should use adjective grand. Okay, for that it should be written as they celebrated the function grand. Okay, so up to here we finished off slide number 5th. Next we are going to have a glance over the slide number 6th. In this also we have got few examples. So we have got totally 3 examples in this slide. Let us have a glance on the first example. I am sorry that I have arrived lately. So here also wrong usage of what? Adjective. So where adjective had to be used, in place of that adverb has been used. For that we should use only adjective. Okay, I am sorry that I have arrived late. This is the answer. Next, then have a glance over the example number 2. I have done very good in the examination. So this is wrong. Okay, I have done very good in the examination. So whenever you use this sentence, okay, whatever the activity is finished off on the same day, then only you are permitted to use present perfect tense. Okay, I have done very good in the examination. Okay, for that you should use past tense. I did very good in the examination. Okay, I did very good in the examination. Next, then have a glance over the example number 3. Javed ran fastly to catch the bus. Here also wrong usage of what adjective. Fastly is an adverb. For that you have to use adjective. Okay, then the answers will be like this. Javed ran fast to catch the bus. Then have a glance over the slide number 7th. Here also we have 2 examples. The first one is he not only comes there for coaching but also for swimming. Okay, he not only comes there for coaching but also for swimming. So okay, so what is the structure of English sentence? Subject, verb and object. And here what error you come across? You come across wrong usage of what? Conjunctions. So then if you change how it looked like be, okay, so that is the sentence is wrong. So if you write it correctly, then it comes like this. He comes there not only for coaching but also for swimming. So here what we find here is he, subject, comes, verb, there, adverb, not only for coaching but also for swimming. Okay, he comes there not only for coaching but also for swimming. Subject, verb. Next, object part. Next, second one, the driver which came first was Krishna, which refers to animals and things, who refers to person. For that reason, we have to write the answer as the driver who came first was Krishna. Okay. Next, then have a glance over the slide number 8. Here also we have got few examples of error analysis. The first one is, she is sick and she can run fast. She is sick and she can run fast. So for one sense, two sentences have been used. Okay. For that we should write it in one sentence. Okay. How? By using thou. Though she is sick, she can run fast. Though she is sick, she can run fast. Next, then have a glance over the second example. Work hard, then you will not pause. Work hard, then you will not pause. So here you can use unless. Unless you work hard, you will not pause. Unless you work hard, you will not pause. Next, then have a glance over the example number 3. Matthews is very weak that he cannot run fast. So in your SSC level, I think you would have learned this bit. Okay. To so that, where to is used, you have to use so that, but here to is not used. Here you have to use so that. Okay. Matthews is so weak that he cannot run fast. Question is, Matthew is very weak that he cannot run fast. Matthew is so weak that he cannot run fast. So in place of very, you have to use so. Okay. So up to here we finished off slide number 8. Okay. Next, this is the last slide of this error analysis 2, slide number 9. Let us have a glance over the given examples. The first one is, unless you do not pay the fee, you cannot write the exam. Okay. So here also two negatives are used. Unless is one negative, do not is another negative. Two negatives never be accepted in one sentence. For that, you have to use unless you pay the fee, you cannot write the exam. Unless you pay the fee, you cannot write the exam. Next, second one, no sooner did the bell ring, but the boys left the class. No sooner did the bell ring, but the boys left the class. So here, no sooner always takes then, scarcely always takes when. So like that, no sooner did the bell ring than the boys left the class. Okay. So up to here we finished off error analysis 2. In this error analysis 2, what you have learned is, you have learned the proper usage of adjectives, adverbs, prepositions and conjunctions. I think you had some practice on this topic right now, and few more sentences left over in your textbook in activities, and have some practice on them, and you will get some perfection. With this perfection, okay, you never commit mistakes in your write-ups and as well as spoken form. Okay, this is what I wanted to tell you in this class. So up to here we finished off error analysis 2 perfectly. So let us discuss error analysis 3 in our next class, and see you all of you. Bye.